My name's Koima David, working with the management team of Mubres Farmers Cooperative Society, in the role of the manager. Yes, so welcome.
Amazing, guys. Welcome to Meet the HR. My name is Wanja, and today we're going to have a very, very interesting conversation. Many times we've heard about cooperative societies, about how people are coming together to work towards a common goal, and they are getting to achieve whatever it is that they're working towards through that. Now, today we're here with David, who is a manager in a cooperative society. So tag along with this conversation to get to know what a cooperative society is and how cooperative societies work and run. So David, thank you so much for having us here. We really appreciated you taking your time to have us here. So let's just start from the top. What is a cooperative society?
Okay, thank you. I think cooperative is a group of farmers coming up together with a common goal and forming a group so that they may be in a position to attain some of the goals that maybe they are anticipated to have. Yes.
You know, as they say, people united together, they're better than separated.
Yes.
Yes.
So, for instance, in the history of this cooperative, I must say that it started back way in early 70s.
Early 70s.
That was the time when the colonial government was still
around.
in Kenya. And one of the main goals of this group was to have or to secure the land before the colonial government were ejected out of this country. So they formed a group, started with 74 members, and after now having achieved the goal of having the land, they continued with the group and decided to have other goals apart from now having what they already had. So one of the goals was to market some of the products that they were in the farms, and also to look for other avenues of trying to bring their living standard. Yes.
Okay.
So they registered the group as under the Cooperative Act. That was in 1982. With a total members of 324.
324.
And from then it has been undergoing several revolutions. One of the products that they have been marketing was milk produced from their farms. Also, this area was good in Paredram by then, and also wool, because there were merino ships. Yes.
Wow. Amazing. So it has evolved over time to the now cooperative society that we know.
Yes. So currently, as we speak, we have a total membership base of over 6,500.
6,500 from 74.
Yeah, but for instance, we have realized that there are some members who may have retired from the activities that are carried out by the cooperative members, but they are still in our membership base. So we call them dormant members. So the total active members ranges between, on average, 3,300 to 2,700 per month. So those are the active members currently.
Wow.
Yes.
That's a really big number of people. And now you happen to be the manager.
Yeah.
Let's start from the top. How were you able to become the manager of this cooperative society?
Okay, thank you. Now, each and every organization, I think they have policies in which one of them is the HR policy. And there are guidelines in which they use to maybe secure some of the employees that they are needed in an organization like this one.
Yeah.
So I've been working under the management team for 5 years.
5 years.
Because as a cooperative, we have the top management, and then we have the HODs, then we have other staff that are within all other departments. So during the year 2019, I was promoted from maybe one of the HODs to work under the management team. And I worked for 4 years, from 2019 to 2022, December.
Yeah.
Then I was promoted now to the office of the manager. So sometimes talking about leadership is there are very many ways in which leadership are brought into being. One is the view of learning on how to take the cause of maybe that position, and also the ones who are trained, that is maybe taking a career of leadership and sort, having the skills, having the experience, so that they can be placed in that position and they can work diligently without any problem. Yeah. So I must say that I was picked from now the lower that is from the HODs to the top management, to top management, then to the manager's position in that sequence.
Wow.
Yes.
That is nice. That means you started from down there and then you worked your way gradually.
Yes.
And why choose to work for a milk-based cooperative society?
Yeah, thank you. I think personally, I must say that it's my hobby to maybe be a public servant, for instance.
Yeah.
That is working for those and trying to assist those less vulnerable people, and maybe our parents, the way I learned about them, and maybe the inhabitants of maybe this region, that is Mumberes Farmers Cooperative, and the challenges that they were facing. So when I secured my first job at this cooperative, I was interacting most of the time with the members, and from there I just found that they were going through a lot of challenges. One being that most of them were illiterate. They don't know how to read, they don't know how to write. Now they want to work hard, at least to have something in their pocket at the end of the day. And it really built and something inside me that these people really need some help. And for instance, I must say that it's not that I had no other chances to work in other fields, but this one, at least I had a touch with these farmers so much that I said I must remain here, let me work with these people, and my aim was just to leave a legacy, that I have brought these people from this position, now they are here. Yes.
Wow, that is amazing. What I'm getting from you, from where you started up to the steps that you have taken to get to where you are, and for you to get that, to keep on being promoted, that means you had to show a lot of resilience and a lot of passion towards whatever it is that you are doing, so that you can get to this point. And that is amazing. For the people who are looking forward to being a manager somewhere, that means you have to be resilient. It just doesn't come overnight. At utalala uamke wewe ujipate wewe ni manager. No, you have to work from it. Work for it. From whatever level you start, you keep on advancing, you keep on doing what is right until you get to achieve it.
Yes.
And how, for people who want to be part of a cooperative society like this one, how do they join? You started by saying it initially started back in the 1970s with around 70-something farmers.
74 members.
Then they kept on advancing. Right now we have 6,500, and some of them 3,000, around 3,000 being active. How does one get to be part of such a cooperative society?
Okay. Now, back from the history that I've just said, was that the initial members were the owners of the land now within Mumberes. And it took time for them to accept other members. Because that ownership.
It's ours.
Yes, it's ours. But the growth of an organization will first need the membership base. We must have all members being bring on board, so that maybe making of decision now will be easier and such. But being part of maybe one of the beneficiaries of those members, being one of the sons of maybe the founder members, it gave us now an hint that we must grow as a cooperative. And our fathers, one day they will retire.
True.
Now, the succession of this cooperative, how will it be? So we started now lobbying for some support, maybe from other members who maybe they had an idea that succession is the key thing in each and every, even a family. And it reached a time when we had real negotiation with these wazis that we really need to be members. And I think one of the AGMs, that is the annual general meetings, where the cooperative officers usually attend. And one of the cooperative officer, I think, I don't remember the name, really sold the idea to the members now. Those are our parents, that we need to have these people on board. So I think that was the day in which they said, let this membership be open, but limited to the following. And that had to be placed in some of the organization policies. One was you must have to be a supplier of the products now that the cooperative is marketing, which was milk or pyrethrum. Then secondly, just because there was a registration of those members and there was share contribution, that we must also contribute shares and register the same way they did. So from there, now the membership started growing. And as we speak today, it is so easy for any member to be part of us, part of the cooperative. What you only need is to have milk supplied to the cooperative, pay the registration. That is registration is currently 500 shillings. And then you contribute shares on monthly basis, which will be staggered for some months until the time now you complete full shares, so that you'll be issued with a share certificate. Yes.
So you started the registration first of 500
shillings,
and then shares that will be distributed monthly until
you now complete the full amount. That is 4,000 as a member.
And then also supply milk.
That is the key thing. You must be supplying now the produce that we are marketing. Yes.
And is there a particular amount that you're looking for? Any amount?
Any amount.
Wow.
Even half a liter.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. That is amazing.
And also the key thing is that we've started to have that gender balance in our members.
Wow.
And we realize that most of the women, especially in Kalenjin culture, are not so much attached to end wealth in the family. But we've talked with our members that they need to incorporate the women, youth, in this system, or in this share of cooperative, so that at least we must have all
people
the gender
represented
within the membership. So currently we have it's around 44 versus 56%.
The numbers are going up.
So male 56, the other one are 44.
We're hoping that balance, we'll be able to strike that balance with time. So what does managing a cooperative society involve, Mr. David?
Okay, thank you. Now, in being a dairy sector, and there are very many challenges and dynamics in dairy sector. Dairy is such an activity that it is so fragile to maybe maintain, and it needs maybe other activities that can support when things are down. So this cooperative, from my point of view, is that we have come along from maybe a lot of challenges facing financial difficulties, and it reached one time that we said enough is enough. We have to go overboard and make sure that we have as much activities as we can, so that it can support other sectors, or the main sector, that is dairy, at least to cut across its operational cost. So it entails general maybe coordination of these other activities, so that at least each and every activity we have an income, and in day-to-day management, making sure that we fill all the gaps, providing the best service to the customers, and also being consistent in the same services that we offer to the members. Yes.
Wow. So you capitalize on consistency.
Yes, consistency. Yes.
Amazing. And would you describe to us a day in your life as a manager, like from morning to evening? What are some of the activities that you engage in?
Okay. Just because I've mentioned about several activities that we are carrying out as a cooperative. First, you must coordinate all of them. Making sure that from morning you have all their cause, what are they supposed to do, their daily plans, and also making sure that all that was supposed to be executed before the end of the day are done, and then reports are back. Yes, so that maybe at the end of the month you have a clear report now to present to the directors that this is going this way, this is this way. Yes.
And what are your roles as a manager in the cooperative society?
Okay, I must say that it is the general stewardship of the cooperative. Yes, that is from staff, the activities that are there, which include maybe the services that we offer to the members, and also making sure that all that has to be marketed at the end of the day are done.
Been accomplished.
Yes, and also accounted as per the accounting standards. Yes.
Okay. And this you talked about when we were describing a cooperative society. We talked about how it brings farmers together towards one particular goal. So what would you say are some of the advantages of farmers joining a cooperative society like this one, as opposed to going solo and just doing their own thing on the side?
Okay, thank you. First, bulking or coming up together to give you that venture of maybe bulking the produce of what you want to market. And I think that is the point you will enjoy the economic of scale in terms of maybe marketing. Secondly is service that maybe the cooperative is offering to the members. I think as members, we have been in a position to make sure that all our members have quality service that they need. Yeah, at any time they need a service, it's there. That is supply of inputs, AI services, advanced or financial services when they need. And even the capacity building on how to improve on maybe the production at the farms.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, so there are more advantages.
Yes, you can't compare with maybe those members who have not joined a cooperative because in one way or the other they might lack the services, or they might go for services from private practitioners, which are pricey, they're costly, not consistent, and at the same time maybe the quality that they get from there is not such good.
Okay. Yes. And what are some of the challenges that you have faced while running this cooperative society, especially the fact that you're working with a big number of farmers? What are some of the challenges that you have faced?
Okay, first I'll talk about financial challenges. This is why, because in our policies, I think we only run this cooperative through commission from now the members. And talking of commission, there is a certain percentage that we have to maybe retain from the produce that the farmer has supplied. And if we have the fluctuation of now the numbers that we get from the farmers, whenever they are down, you know, the cost of operation will remain still, but now you will get maybe low numbers that when we try to have that percentage required, it cannot meet now the operation cost. So that is one. Secondly is the side of maybe competition from in the market. I must say competition is healthy, but unhealthy competition. For instance, we have the products that you can see here. We most of the time try to make sure that we comply with the authorities that they are governing this. And in the market, we will find other products which they don't even comply with anything.
They're just out in the market.
And we must sell the same products almost at the same price. So those are some of other challenges that we are facing. Another one is maybe the issue of sometimes back we had issues of staffing because getting maybe technical persons to handle certain issues sometimes is an issue. For example, last year, end of last year, we really wanted to improve our quality, the quality of the produce that is built from that we are collecting from farmers. And for instance, we are working with almost 10 CC routes that we we are using to maybe make sure that all the milk are collected. And we needed technical people now to advise the farmers to make sure that they supply good quality milk. Now at that time we had some difficulties in trying to get them to the point where we had to use an internship program that they are now running. So issues also of manpower
is another big issue.
It's a big issue.
Wow. But you make it work regardless. And you're doing a good job at it. Wow. Amazing guys. I hope you're following through this conversation if you want to know what being a manager involves and how to run a cooperative society. But unfortunately, we are short of time and we are coming to the end of the show. So, Mr. David, using this camera right here, what word of advice would you give someone who is out there working, let's say, in an organization or working in another cooperative society and is looking forward to be a manager, just like you? What word of advice would you give them?
Yeah, thank you. First of all, I must say that we were born to be leaders in one way or the other, and everyone is a leader. Only that you need to know that a leader is a servant. Offering the best service is the key. Making sure that you maintain the highest level of honesty and trying to make sure that all that is required of you is attained. If not, just ask for any assistance that you may need, or any support from elsewhere. And cooperatives or working within a cooperative is much more, even better than any other, because it's a service that you are providing now to the members. Yes.
And Mr. David, before we call it a wrap, there is this notion or misconception that goes around that managers don't do any work because the ones below them are the ones who are subjected to doing all the work. Is that true?
No, I don't think so. Because I've said it's a service. It's a service. And for instance, even those in those other departments, it depends on you, on decision making, on each and every task that they want to do. If they want to go from maybe this point to the other one, they must request for approvals or a decision that you make to help them. So I don't think if that notion is right. Just because managers are working tirelessly. They are the ones sometimes even to leave work very late, and they are the one maybe to
get
open
in really early.
Yes.
Wow, okay, amazing. So that brings us to the end of our episode today on how to run a cooperative. And we were talking to a manager who is David. And I hope you have picked the pointers. If you are probably working or looking forward to being a manager somewhere, you now know what you need to do so that you can get to that particular point. So that is it from us here. My name is Sylvia Wanja. And remember, here at Meet the HR, we say there is no luck in career, but it's when opportunity meets preparation. So go out there, prepare yourself for that career, and I will see you in the job market. Enjoy the rest of your viewing. Bye-bye.